So this is the new place that's going to be on the 15th floor. Wow. And it's a front-facing unit. So let's hope that the key card works. Yes. Now, our key card goes right here. Yes. Right there. So, this is going to be the new place. I mean, that's the first thing you got to look at, right? And you have to figure out how everything works. Hey, there's no lock on the door. Why would there be? Attitude is if they can get up here, they can have everything. So there's the pool. That is patio. And so there's the intro. And I'm going to set up my camera here and sit out here and have a chat with you with this as the backdrop. Stand by. Okay, so let's do a proper tour of this place. I'm walking in the front door right here. And got everything set up and running. It's a nice kitchen. There's a hot plate, room for it. Okay, where was I? Okay, so pretty cool. There's the refrigerator, cab built-ins, freezer, and here is the bathroom. Very nice bathroom. That's me. And shower, standard bathroom, but nice bathroom. And then bedroom with TV and then same view. Not balcony, but it's got one. But what a view. Patio Beach. And to think, so right out there, 37 years ago, the USS Reeves pulled in, anchored right out there, and I came in on water taxi from 1 kilometer away from where I first set on the beach, foot on the beach 37 years ago. And actually during I think it was a 5-day stay, I'd been at sea, I had money in the bank, like you don't spend money at sea. So I took leave for the whole 5 days, and I think I came ashore with about $3,000 US. This is in 1986, and I spent it all in 5 days. Glad I didn't waste any. But one of the things I did was I rented a jet ski and rode it all over this bay, including went out to the ship that was out there. And then in the morning I left, I was on the watch schedule to take the ship out of port, to pull up anchor and take it out of port at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when we left. And I had my first case of conjunctivitis, pink eye, what they call it. That's a whole other story. It got so bad I had to be medevaced to the USS Midway by helicopter. So anyway, there it is. I'm going to set up the video camera and then chat a little bit. What a view. Okay, so that's the intro. Here's the backstory, and it's a pretty significant backstory. In, let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August. In August, at the end of August, I fulfilled a 6-month contract in the place I'm in now over in Prado Neck, which is 2 kilometers from here at most, right? I mean, you can walk. So I was thinking about finding a different place. The only thing I don't like about the place I'm at, other than it's a big studio and not a separate 1-bedroom, is that the configuration of the building, the pool only gets sunshine from about 11:30 to 1:30, about 2 hours of direct sunshine on the pool, right? And the deck is around the pool, so it's pretty much the same. So you can't just go anytime you want and lounge in the sun, which kind of sucks because I like the sun. That's the only thing about it. In other words, the location is perfect, everything's kind of perfect. So anyway, I've been thinking about moving, and then I just happened to be talking to my friend Tony in where I used to live, in Hawaii, Phuket. And Tony is the first guy I met when I moved to Phuket in January of 2021. Very first guy. He was out in front of his restaurant one morning when I was looking for a place to eat for breakfast. It wasn't even open yet, but he had the kitchen serve me. Been a friend ever since. And just as an aside, is one of the many things that motivated me to stop drinking is we had had some spats a little bit, and I knew I was irritating him. I knew I was getting on his nerves, right? And there's no reason I should have, right? Tony's a very reasonable guy, easiest guy in the world to deal with, right? So when you get to that, it was like, I've never had that issue before. Yeah, a little bit of stuff now and then, but not where I know, man, I'm pissing him off or I'm irritating him, whatever. So anyway, that's one element of me now coming on 15 months. 0 booze, wouldn't change it. He probably wouldn't rent the place. So anyway, this is not to jump ahead in the story. I can't remember what I talked to him about, but he's like, hey, do you know anybody who needs a place? I've had this condo for 4 years and I barely use it and I might as well rent it. I'm like, yeah, what do you rent, you know, da da da. So anything, we start talking and so he's like, I can have it. And so he's never rented it before, and there's some lawyer shit and stuff that has to be done, or paperwork and blah, 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 blah. But that's in process. So, you know, I don't know when it'll be, whether it'll be a week or 2 or whatever. There's no issue. Tony is a proper Englishman. So, you know, that's a good thing about us kind of folk, is when we say shit, we do it, right? And we can't understand how the rest of the world operates on a kind of like, well, yes, but then later if I don't feel like it, you know, it's off and I won't even tell you, and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak. Yeah. We've talked many times about living in Lyland in that way. So anyway, I saw the pictures and I'm like, holy shit. So that gets to the other part, and then I start thinking about it. And there was no, you know, when it was first put out there was no for sure that it would happen. There's, you know, whatever kind of issues, legal issues, paperwork issues, whatever. And so I wasn't sure, but I got word today from him that for sure it'll happen. So he's in Phuket. He contacted the front desk and they got me into the unit to check it out for the first time. I'd been to the building, but I hadn't actually checked out the unit except seeing pictures of it. And I just love it. I mean, just as soon as I walk in the door, I'm like, ugh. And that gets me to the thing, you know, ever since the no booze, I've been a madman in terms of work. I mean, it's 7 days a week, it is very often up to like 14, 15, 18 hours a day to like make something of this blog, freetheanimal.com, and I will do it, you know. But I've never been a marketer. I've never done any of that stuff. I just write, right? So the people say, well, what is the formula? What do you do? Fuck off. What you do is you work and 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 you work until things start happening. Because you're just going to self-adjust. When stuff isn't working, you're going to move like this and move like this and move like this. It's virtually guaranteed. I mean, look at some of the morons out there who are making money online, right? So, and they're all fucking liars. And part of that is a problem, is that people won't buy the truth. People go out. It's like, oh, the truth? Fuck, I don't want the truth. Give me lies. I will pay for lies. It's really the secret of marketing, I'm finding out, right? So I got to kind of figure out that. How do you make people feel like you're lying to them, but they feel like it's the truth, but it's really, yeah, I don't know. I'm still working on it. So anyway, but that work is like, but the problem is my bed is right next to my desk. It's a fairly large studio, but I like the open space on the other side, so I have the bed kind of scrunched up near the desk and everything. So I get into this habit to where I work, get tired, go to sleep. Wake up 2-3 hours later, get up, work, and it's like that. It's just not a healthy way to do. You know, going to the gym has helped, right? A little bit more structured and stuff, and also tweaking the diet. Different things to, you know, keep blood sugar more stable and everything. But I could solve a lot of the problem if I have a separate bedroom. Work is out here, going to sleep is in there, you know. And when I lived in one bedroom before, you know, that's how it was. It's like, okay, time to go to sleep. You go in, close the door, turn on the AC, and you sleep. You know, there's just like live space, leave space. It's better. So that is another thing. Plus, look at this. I mean, I live over the pool in my place, the pool that only gets sunshine 2 hours a day, right? Okay, that's not bad. It's not awful. But there's no out view out and about. Look at how big a wider, great view can that be, you know. I'm sure somebody who lives in a nice Miami Beach condo that's several $1,000,000 doesn't have a better view than that. Pretty sure. So that's a $1 million view right there, and that does a lot for the mental attitude, for the soul, for the excitement, for just doing a video like this with that kind of a backdrop. You know, I've done some of my videos up on the hill. It's just right down there, actually, a little bit. And hang on. So I can't remember where I was. I was interrupted by a phone call from the landlord, from Tony, and just assuring me that everything's good to go and asking me questions and everything. And I'm just like super psyched about this, but it's the next logical step, because with all this business stuff and everything and all the work and everything, it's time to, you know, things are moving forward slow, but it still hasn't just really caught that stride where it takes off. But I feel it coming. I feel it coming. I've got a new marketing guy who's ex-military like me, retired Army, I believe. And he's an expat too. He lives in Italy, Italian wife, good values, you know, expert online marketer. And so we're getting ready to launch, you know, advertisements on social media, and that's why everything's going. I haven't published much on the blog because I'm coming up with a brand new thing that should be out in a few days. And I mean, it's just everything's looking up. So I'm gonna be having this view behind me to work from. And you know, I don't know how I'm gonna reconfigure just a little bit for my work desk, but I don't want to destroy the overall ambience of everything here. And so I'm just like really jazzed. So I hope you're happy for me. I know what thrills me the most is I have so many. I don't have a lot, and I don't hear. You know, the haters of me never confront me. They, you know, the hairless, toothless, dickless guys like Charles Grashow and Evelyn and other people that I know, because people tell me, because they mention my shit in other places, that they never confront me. You know why? Because that is the kind of people they are. If humanoids, I should call them. But it's really funny, and I've heard stories about how some people out there have like self-destructed and stuff, and they were my haters. And here I was, you know, boozing a fifth of whiskey a day for years, for a decade. Now I live in Thailand with this view. I haven't had a drop in almost 15 months, and everything's on the up. So fuck you, haters. Fuck you. Fuck you. Who's laughing last? All right. See ya. Work your ass off. Work your ass off. And here's one little tidbit here. If you are like, you look down my blog, it's like, oh, $6 a month. I don't want to pay. I'm looking for the form. You know what you look for? You want to do business. You want to make money, and so you're looking for the. We're gonna tell. When you hear, it will tell you exactly how to blah 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 blah. It is full of shit. But it's the lies you love to pay for. If I tell you no, you're gonna fucking work and work and work and work and work, and you're gonna get such little progress. You're gonna say a million times to yourself, "Why the fuck am I doing this?" Right? But if you get my stuff, that's what you learn to do. And at least I'm walking the talk. I'm obviously walking the talk. You know, busting ass in the gym, busting ass in the work, busting ass publishing. And it's looking, my blog looks great. You know, look at it. And it's eclectic content. Who does that? Where do you go where you say, here, oh, there's shit about Inuit and ketosis, and then there's workout stuff, and here's stuff on AI, and here's stuff. Oh, I don't want to pay $6 a month or $50 a year. I don't know what to tell you, man. Well, fortunately, there are lots of people who do, right? All right. And for those of you who do, thank you. See ya. Bye. Now, this is a pretty damn impressive gym for a condo. They've actually got serious dumbbells, 18 kilo, 20 kilo, 20 kilos. That's pretty good to go up to 20 kilos. That's 45-pound dumbbells. You can do a lot with that. Decline. Oh, yeah. That's a nice piece of exercise equipment there. And the benches, you can do all kinds of stuff. You got the leg extensions and curls, leg press, decline, sit-ups and crunches and all that. Yes, this is a pretty impressive gym. I mean, you can take this equipment and completely design a workout. Oh, you've got even the upright row, which is like my favorite exercise right there. Upright row or pull downs. Everything. You can do everything in this gym. The only thing is, I really like the culture over at Muscle Factory, and plus the acid, as I call it. All right. And then last thing to check out is the pool area. Very nice. Clean. And sauna and steam. Let's see. Yep, steam room is on. And sauna is on. Ha. So that just checks off all of the boxes, doesn't it? The only one I could think of that I'd love is a cold dip, cold plunge. But you can't have everything. And there's other places in town where I can go spend a couple $100 to get a cold plunge every now and then, right? Don't want to be chronic on that anyway. Okay.